that everything is going good. We are live on YouTube, Instagram, Twitch, Facebook, and TikTok. Cool. Alright. So if you guys couldn't tell already, I am on my own for a little bit, which is fine. But it is going to be a little bit of a quieter night, sorry. But you can ask all the questions you want. I won't be able to answer them right away. Hey TikTok. I will do my best though after the fact to either find you in a message or something, so I can do that. But because I don't have any of my helpers right now, the raffle for tonight is going to be a little different. We do have these wonderful comics presented to us from One More Round Entertainment. They're very cool. If you like comics and you want to try something new, please type Avenger in the comments, but only on Facebook, Twitch, or YouTube. I don't have a way to record all the comics on Instagram. I don't have a way to record the comments on TikTok. So if you'd like to win these, type Avengers, but you're gonna have to hop over to YouTube, Twitch, or Facebook. Sorry guys, I know you'd want to do everything in one place, but if you want to win these, plus one of my prints, YouTube, Facebook, or Twitch, type the word Avengers in the comments. It saves it for me, so we're working on all this tonight, guys. As you can see, I've got Vision here. We're gonna work on his face probably, just because it's very interesting. And thanks for joining me. I know it's a different day and everything, but I think we're gonna have a good time. So apologies in advance for the quietness. It's just me, but we're gonna do it anyways. You guys are awesome. Awesome. So let's get started. I'll tell you what, I'll do a halfway point and I'll make sure to check all the comments and questions and stuff about halfway through our drawing tonight. So feel free to keep posting stuff or to keep commenting. I just won't be able to get to them right away. Let's make sure that can be seen on TikTok. We can see that. Hey, Miss Mia, thank you so much. And let me just double check and make sure that we can see that. Yeah, we can see that. Cool. You guys are awesome. Awesome. Okay, cool.
we're sorry we're late.
That's okay. All your fans are just missing you. It's fine.
Oh, not at all. All right, hello everybody. We are here with the Chalk Girl. It's Pito and the Ringmaster, and we have Tree Man saying, "Nice choice. With your art style of color, his costume should look amazing."
Oh, I think he will.
I still thought you were saying that this was Tree Man.
Yeah.
Oh no, I'm sorry. I was
It's
reading a
Vision.
comment.
Now this is Vision.
Nah, that makes sense.
Sydney H16 says, "Hi, smiley face."
Hello.
Hi, Sydney.
Hello.
Hope you're doing okay. Haha! Amanda Nicole says, "Hello to our eccentric commentators."
Heck yeah.
I know.
Amanda Nicole, would you really describe me as eccentric?
The answer is yes.
Yes, it
You
is.
guys honestly have no idea how many people comment on how much they love the peanut gallery.
Not at all.
Seriously.
No.
For real. 100%. People are like, I'm not gonna watch you anymore. You don't have your peanut gallery.
That's not true.
You're like, you take that back. We got Ashton Coucher says Avengers, and then in parentheses he says this Vision is gonna be sweet. I can't watch the whole thing because I'm sneaking. Oh, he's doing it while he's at work. He's watching it
Oh.
while he's at work.
Well, I appreciate that. Very much.
Thank you, Amanda Nicole. She says definitely.
Yeah, friends. If you'd like to win some comic books and a print from me, comment with the word Avengers now that my buddies are here and can shout it out. That way I can remember.
Avengers!
Avengers! Comment Avengers
Do
with
it.
the comics.
Or I will.
Peyton has already won one of the prizes, you guys. If
And
you
I'll
don't
do
comment,
it again.
if you don't comment, somebody else is gonna win.
Lucky.
I'm gonna take them all home. We live in the same place.
I
They
know.
come home to
I
you
know.
too.
They come home to me too.
It's a collective.
I have a very cool Palpatine that I have displayed in my apartment.
You put it up?
You bet.
Cool. Cool beans.
Oh, Ninja Griffin says, "Avengers!" Thank you, Ninja Griffin.
Avengers! Thanks!
Good luck, Ninja Griffin.
You're gonna
No.
No, he's gonna be great. But I will be competing.
It is a completely random system.
That I will win.
Okay.
You just gotta have faith.
I gotta have faith, faith, faith.
There you go.
Baby!
And just hope that the random picker online chooses your name.
Amanda Nicole says, "Avengers!" for my 9-year-old daughter.
Heck yeah, thank you.
Good luck, Amanda Nicole.
Heck yeah.
So, Chalk Girl, I have to ask you, did you see WandaVision? And if so, what were your thoughts?
I did.
Spoiler warning.
Well,
Spoiler
yeah.
warning, wee woo.
I did see it. I did enjoy it. It was very fun to re-meet Scarlet Witch a little bit.
Sure.
Because before the show, she only had 20 minutes of screen time in the entire MCU.
Yes.
So that was really kind of fun to learn more about her. I loved the episode where they went back and where Agatha, wee woo, Agatha, took her through her memories. Which
I
was
love
cool.
that too.
That was a great call.
I was all about Agatha.
Yeah.
What?
You
You like a
called
bad
it.
guy?
Well, and now here's the thing. So for those of us well-versed in comics, the neighbor said her name was Agnes, and I remember all of us comic friends, we said, well, that's Agatha Harkness, and we said,
Yeah.
it was day one, so we got 2 episodes, and we were talking about it, so it had been out for maybe 10 hours, and we were like, well, it's Agatha Harkness, kids, get ready.
Good to know, good to know.
And it was!
All along.
Is Agatha Harkness in the comics? I kept hearing the word or the name Mephisto.
Yes.
Mephisto.
Mephisto.
Well, and everybody was like everything is Mephisto. The rabbit's Mephisto. Is it Fisto or Thisto?
Mephisto.
Mephisto.
As in Mephistopheles. If
Okay.
that helps you.
It doesn't, but
Okay.
it's okay.
That's fine.
Because I
Just
hear,
like punching.
Yes.
I hear Mephistopheles, not but PH.
Yeah.
PH.
Mephisto.
Like Patera that way.
Yeah.
Like Faust.
She is in Tsunami.
So
I can't take
Agatha
credit for that. That's
Agatha
like,
is married to the devil in,
Oh.
In the
comics.
comics.
oh,
Mephisto, of
Mephisto
course,
is the
being
devil.
basically.
interesting.
But he's not a bad guy.
He's just the devil.
He's just the devil.
He's a kind of a bad guy.
I mean, he is kind of a bad guy, but he also does a lot of stuff for a lot of people in the Marvel comic universe.
In like a trade, I'll steal your soul for this favor, or like
yeah, like
Yes,
it's
but
very often he'll make very intense, hard bargains with people, very akin to the devil.
the
Yes.
devil. Does he have a crossroads he likes to visit?
Does he?
I just
He
a
could.
crossroads?
yeah.
I mean, he's
like
got a
devil
whole
at the
like
crossroads.
he's got a whole realm he hangs out in.
He does. Amanda Nicole also says that her daughter's watching too. Hi, Amanda Nicole's daughter.
Hello.
What's her name? We'll give her a shout out.
Yeah.
Also on YouTube we have Dootsie Cutie Patootie said,
Oh.
"Are you also going to draw his wife Wanda?"
I have already done Wanda. I did her as Scarlet Witch right as they were announcing WandaVision. So this is kind of going to be a mirror reflection of the picture of Scarlet Witch that I have, which you can find on my Etsy. Go on Etsy and type in the Chalk Girl.
So
love
you
that.
mean there's a possibility that one person could take home both?
You bet.
Ooh.
And you know what? When we're at conventions, we do a buy two get one free sale. So you buy both of those, you get another freebie.
Ooh.
Wow.
I know. It's
That's
so
exciting.
Hello, Trinity. Thank you for watching.
Trinity, hi.
Trinity.
Lovely, lovely, lovely. Man and Nicole was Trinity named after what's the Neo movie?
Matrix?
The Matrix.
Yeah, that Trinity. I like that
Maybe.
name. I like that name a lot.
They're named after Neo. Right?
Right.
Right?
Right.
Mr. Anderson.
Mr. Anderson.
Good old Hugo Weaving.
For our friends that are here, you guys saw the show. I heard that it took you a while to get into it. Does that still stand?
Well, I was sold immediately because
Oh, okay.
I'm a sucker for magic.
Okay, but was it the opposite for Winter
It
Soldier?
was much the opposite for Winter Soldier.
Gotcha.
Ironically, WandaVision took me a little bit of time to get into, and not because I didn't think it was good right away. Like I very much enjoyed what it was right off the bat, but I was curious as to when they were going to get to like what was going to
actually
happen.
happening?
Gotcha.
Because they were like, look, it's like a sitcom kind of deal, and I was like, yeah, but like, what's the big story here? Like, what's the picture?
Gotcha.
Whereas in the opposite, I feel like I got right away what Falcon the Winter Soldier was going to be up to, and I was like, all right, I'm on board.
Okay.
But magic stuff, not that I don't like it, it's harder for me to follow, and I don't know as much about it. Whereas the Ringmaster knows a lot more.
Yeah.
I love magic.
And so watching that, I felt like with him helped me kind of figure out more and enjoy
Gotcha.
it more. That I was able to understand what was happening.
Well, cool.
Also, we have Jason M. Artman says, "Hi, Chalk Gang."
Hi.
Chalk Gang!
Chalk group. Chalk plan. Chalk.
Friends helping
Chalk
Friends helping, friends helping, friends. Chalk Gang!
Yeah.
Go.
Wow.
Write it down.
Amanda Nicole says she's not named after
Okay.
the Matrix, but a cool thought. Chalk Girl.
But you could pretend to tell people if you wanted to.
Oh boy. Amanda Nicole says, I actually can't stand the Matrix.
Oh,
Never mind.
sorry.
Don't tell anyone.
But they got the idea from Sons of Anarchy. So, there we
I've
go.
not seen that.
Now, I have to say, in the end of WandaVision, I wanted to punch Vision because when he was dying for the third time, right? He could have said, "Hey, by the way, I just gave my clone all of my memories, so there's probably another Vision out there that you could find that's tangible and real." But instead, he said, "I'm gonna wax philosophically. Here's some poetry. Bye." So that's my problem with the Vision.
You think that they're gonna bring him back, like to keep Paul Bettany on
I do.
the cast list?
I
Yeah.
do think.
Yeah. Well, because they'll probably, because it seems like, you know, and according to Agatha, that the Scarlet Witch is going to bring some serious destruction to the world. So I imagine at some point she'll be like, "I'm going to destroy everything," and then Vision will be like, "Hey, but I'm here. Don't do it." And she'll be like, "Ah, you're right."
Yeah. And maybe we'll see Mephisto be a bigger villain in a movie, perhaps Multiverse of Madness.
Oh, that's right, because Scarlet Witch is very much involved in that movie. Yes.
Yes, she will be because it's magic. And it is said which I actually like the new canon of the Scarlet Witch being like an entity as opposed to just her moniker.
Sure.
I like the idea that like the Scarlet Witch is a prophesied being.
Yeah. Like there's a prophecy. There's
Yeah.
destiny involved.
Was it that way in the comics?
No, that was just her name.
Yeah.
Okay.
Much in the way that Spider-Man is just Spider-Man.
Not that there couldn't have been like any prophecies involved with her, but it wasn't given to her because of that.
Right.
Was first appearance of Scarlet Witch with X-Men or with Avengers?
I want to say X-Men.
That's what I would say too.
Googling it right now.
Like,
And
how do
so-
we...
And she's also a Nexus.
What is that?
She is a constant. There are 4. She is a constant in every multiverse.
No way.
Yeah, in that she's always the same, and theoretically, like not really, but theoretically, if she were to look, she could like connect with her own self and like know that universe.
Parallel universes.
X-Men issue number 4.
So she was an X-Men first?
Yeah, came out in March 1964. That was her first appearance.
And her powers are always very nebulous until she lost her children.
Yeah.
I'm learning so much, you guys.
And then she, and the reason she met Agatha Harkness is because she recreated her children, but since she can't create souls themselves, she actually put part of Mephisto in her kids.
What?
Yeah, so that is probably why a lot of fans were speculating that there was
Well, and just
Mephisto.
like every, I
Wait,
mean,
Agatha lost her kids or
No,
Wanda?
Wanda did.
Okay, and Wanda put pieces of
Of the devil
Mephisto.
into her children.
yes.
But not on purpose. She didn't know.
Oh, okay, gotcha.
But so there's a very strong connection with Agatha and Scarlet Witch and Mephisto.
Well, and wasn't Agatha like her teacher or mentor?
Mm-hmm.
She was.
For her magic.
And Agatha Harkness is actually a Fantastic Four villain, right?
But
But not even villain.
just a character within the Fantastic Four comeuppance.
Because they had to deal with a lot of things, and like she was their go-to magic person.
Yeah, always running through the multiverse. That Fantastic family.
Yeah, and that's the thing with Agatha Harkness is she's not inherently a villain. Like she is, but she's not. Like she's just kind of doing her own thing.
Just happens to be married to the devil.
Yeah, but
Loki.
but she does end up like helping random characters do things they might need to.
Right.
And she's worked with Doctor Strange several times.
Yeah.
In a good way.
In a good way.
Cool.
Yeah. She is just as actively worked with all of the heroes as well as against them.
Yeah.
Interesting.
And also, in terms of like the Marvel books, like Dormammu is a bigger threat than Mephisto.
That sounds accurate.
Because
Like,
Mephisto can be dealt with and talked to. Dormammu is just like, nah, I just want to destroy things.
It's like break everything.
Yeah, he's like, I just want to end this world. So
what exactly is Dormammu? Because to me, it looked like he was just like a cloud planet, but like, what is he?
Did you ever see Aqua Teen Hunger Force? The
Yeah.
fries. I think that's what Dormammu looked like in the movie. He
He's a
looked like
what?
the fries.
The rise.
The fry guy. You know what I'm talking about?
I think I met him.
Really?
Yeah. I think it was the Fry guy. We have a picture that he drew upstairs, and I'll double check, but fairly certain that we met him.
That's actually really funny.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Dormammu's basically just a being from another, dimension in another reality, and he likes to take his army and take over other people's dimensions and realities. And the reason he looked very interesting is because in the comics his face is always shifting like that, and so that was their way of visually portraying
Right.
his constantly shifting.
Well, and in the books, it's a flaming skull,
Yeah,
kind of, and I think they wanted to avoid the cliche.
Oh, okay.
So, yeah, Dormammu I think actively more antagonistic towards the Marvel universe than Mephisto.
Yeah.
Because even Spider-Man's made deals with Mephisto.
Yes, unfortunately.
Everybody deals with Mephisto at some point in their lives. I mean, it's true, right?
More or less.
And so, but it's fun. It's fun to see like the magic play out in the MCU because I know that they were trying to avoid that in the beginning. Like they were trying to make it a little less fantastic, and now they're just kind of embracing it, and I love that.
Oh well, I think it was a good choice. Because,
I think so too. Bold.
Yeah. Well, just to get to settle the foundation and then to introduce different stuff.
Right.
And so, and I love that they say that the Scarlet Witch has the same level as the Sorcerer Supreme,
Mm-hmm.
which is Doctor Strange. So,
I didn't know that.
in the MCU, yes. And so we will see what ends up happening with that.
Well, and they've basically mentioned constantly that Scarlet Witch is one of the strongest Avenger characters that we've seen in the MCU thus far.
Yes.
I thought somebody said that she was the strongest, and then there was a whole battle between Captain Marvel versus Scarlet Witch. And all this
Yes.
stuff.
I think the argument could be settled in that Captain Marvel gets her powers from an Infinity Stone, and because she gets it from the Tesseract. In the MCU, whereas the Scarlet Witch, especially now, has both magic and got power boosted, and got extra power from
the Infinity Stone.
Infinity Stone inside Loki's scepter, aka the Mind Stone. So
Now, in the books, Scarlet Witch, there's no question. She is so far beyond Captain Marvel.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay. Is Captain Marvel still considered? She was not human. She was a Kree, right?
She was
We
human.
have to
I was
go
gonna
this
No,
way.
she's human, but she has basically she's been laced with Kree DNA.
Okay.
How about that?
in the
Is that-
comics,
is that fair?
Okay.
Yeah.
In the
comics.
movies, she's human who is given powers from the Tesseract, was kidnapped by the Kree because they're like, oh, we goofed and accidentally gave this human powers, and brainwashed into thinking that she was Kree.
Okay.
So it gets very,
A little
Messy.
convoluted.
very
Got messy.
complicated. Still good, but
Well,
a
and
little
that's
different.
I'm summarizing from the books
Yeah.
because the books are also very convoluted. But I'm summarizing from 30 years of the books
Yes.
versus the one movie we got.
Also, Linda Garcia says, Avengers!
Hi. Hello.
Gosh, can we just talk, Chalk Girl, about the Deep Maroons versus the Aquas against the Stark White? It just looks brilliant.
Well, cool. I'm glad you think so. And there's an old video of me doing sign language.
Yay!
My arm will hit because it's just the scroll bar of all my photos. So my arm will
Did you say
hit
scroll bar?
Is that a scroll thingy on the bottom? Yeah. And then
He's
it,
making a comic book.
I made a comic book reference. Scroll.
Thank you. Okay, there we go.
Do you think we'll ever see the Super Scroll? Yes.
I hope so. That'd be cool.
I'd love it.
We gotta get the Fantastic Four.
We gotta get the Fantastic Four in there.
Well, and a lot of people thought that was going to be the pager that Nick Fury called
Yes.
Captain Marvel on, but no, it was Captain Marvel.
Yeah.
I am
A
not.
lot of people also thought in WandaVision that, because the whole time Paul Bettany in an interview was like, "Oh, I finally get to work with this actor who I've been wanting to work with for forever," you know, and I've never gotten to work with, and so people were going like crazy trying to speculate
Nuts.
who was going to be the surprise cameo at the very end of it.
Excuse me.
And the long and short of it is that the actor he had always wanted to work with was himself. And so he definitely tricked everyone into being like, I'm just kidding, there's...
He's the opposite of Tom Holland.
Yes.
He's like, I'll make it super sleuthy and super
Yeah.
coded and cryptic.
Right. Well, and I imagine, like, especially if you know everyone's gonna, like, rip every detail of everything you say apart to try and figure out, like, what's going on, like, I would totally mess with people, too.
Oh yeah.
Might as well just not. I mean, either not say anything or just say the wrong thing. Convince yourself it's the right thing. Say the wrong thing, and then Marvel can't get mad at you.
Oh, definitely.
Now, Chalk Girl, can I ask you, are there any interesting challenges that the Vision might present to you, or are there any interesting things that you are excited about working on with the Vision?
I will try to answer both of those as succinctly as possible. And by doing that, I will show a photo. So the picture that I'm working from, I did not Frankenstein this one. I just didn't. It's a good pose anyways. His outfit, like most superhero outfits these days, are incredibly textured, as if they have like this weird, I'll give Instagram a look, there's chalk all over.
Like scales?
Yeah. It's like,
Yeah.
it's just textured.
Yeah.
It's textured.
Mm-hmm.
And so that's really like a bummer, because to make it look real good, that's going to be a lot of stuff. And
Okay.
I can't even tell, just like looking at it, I can't tell if those are indents or if they're bumps or if it's like, it looks like a hexagonal woven texture.
Yeah, so
To
it's
be
not like
honest-
you're like, it's just cloth, I just make it look like cloth. It's like, nope, there's an entire pattern that matches all the way across it.
Yeah, so not only that, but it covers like multiple colors. Like in his outfit, there are gradients from this like teal gray to the maroon, and like to do that texture over it is going to be really difficult. But we will do it. We will figure it out.
That is so very interesting from
Yeah.
a non-artist. Like
Well-
that's so cool.
And the outfits look amazing. Like we all love the way the characters are looking these days, I think.
Yeah.
And a lot of it is those suits. Those
Sure.
stupid textured suits.
Darn well-designed suits.
So interesting.
Yeah, I am very excited actually to do his cape.
Okay.
It's also super textured, but it's like a quilt, like similar to Doctor Strange. It has like a fun, like weird pattern on it.
Yeah.
Okay.
It kind of looks like a circuit board if you step back far
Yeah.
enough. That's kind of what I thought when he first showed up with the cape.
Yeah.
Was that in Civil War?
Age of Ultron.
Age of Ultron. Yeah.
You have such cool eyes.
Huh?
You know what I mean? Like you see stuff. Like
Oh.
that's
Well, you
great.
hear things that
I hear nothing.
Yes,
You
you
get
do.
your special ambient.
I do. I have different. Okay. Question for the chat. Does anyone have one ear that's particularly better at directional listening, and one ear that's particularly better at like listening to like
Ambient.
just ambient sound? Do you, Chakra?
Yeah, I
Yeah.
definitely like catch myself doing the lean in to
Yeah.
something with different ears. Yeah, I do that.
My right ear is my ambient ear. So if we're ever out somewhere and there's a lot of stuff happening to my right, I'll be very distracted because I'm like, oh, I'm picking up so many things. So if I'm ever really listening to you, I will turn my left ear to you.
Yeah.
Fun facts.
That's how you know also if he's ignoring you.
That's how you, I mean, you're not wrong.
Just if he's giving you the wrong ear, you're like, Mia Artman says, I mean, I see sound and one ear makes it worse than the other.
So I'm gonna get it wrong, but Mia has synesthesia.
Synesthesia.
I
yes.
don't know what kind though.
Okay.
Um,
I mean, there's a lot.
There
well,
are.
What's really cool is that her parents, and I think she's part of it, they made a quilt to show her synesthesia in like.
Cool.
Cool.
It was so cool.
That's. Did you say Mia?
Yes.
Mia, that is very cool, and you rock on. You make that as public as you can, because I'm sure that can help somebody also that is struggling to communicate that.
Yeah.
And also for some of us vocal scientists, right? That would be very interesting to me.
To get
So,
a visual representation.
to get it, yes, just to understand.
How this sound is perceived to
How?
someone.
Yes.
Yeah.
Well, and then there are people that taste certain words.
Yes.
Yeah.
So like your name will sound different from like it's so cool. I think that's so. It's a superpower, you guys.
It is a superpower.
It's a superpower.
That's a very cool one.
If you guys know Kelly West, she was
Yes.
gonna make me an art piece because we were talking. We got in a whole deep conversation one day, and she was gonna make me like my name in the way that she sees synesthesia. I was like, that is so cool.
Very cool.
So
I
cool.
love that.
Yeah. Yeah.
Very nice.
I had a friend of mine with synesthesia in my grad classes, and she said that my voice sounded like emerald green. So I'm like, I will take that because I
That's
love that
cool.
color. Yeah, so I'll take it.
That's so cool.
A question for the Chalk Girl is, so he's metallic.
Yeah.
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 Is that because I know you did Captain Hook's sword that was metallic?
Yeah.
Is metal, especially a colored metal, is that a hard thing to do, or is it? I mean, is it just like everything else? You're just like, okay, I can,
No, it's a
You just gotta know.
It's a very precise thing to do. Because
Yeah, can you give us a little about that?
vision maybe not so much, with the exception of his helmet.
Mm-hmm.
Or where his hair is supposed to be, I guess. Like it has to be a super smooth transition. So I'm gonna put like lines on here for tonight in the breaks of how they like gave him all these like funky design lines on his face. But I'm probably gonna have to go back in and like make these transitions of color super smooth. I think one of the best examples in my portfolio is Spartan's helmet from the Arrowverse. He had like this crazy gradient, and like you just have to get it super smooth. If there's any kind of like for his face, they literally just kind of colored his face with some extra prosthetics on it. So
Okay.
he has like funky bumps. Like a lot of people have these two bumps right where the biggest part of their eyebrow is. So like he has those, but if you're doing like a helmet to make it perfectly round, there's like no sign of imperfection. It's just like this really like pretty gradient, I guess. So that's really hard to achieve, especially because chalk is so messy. But it'll be a good challenge. Good challenge. I hope that answered your question.
That did. Thank you very much.
Bye.
I would love just to interview you and just pick your brain about all of these things.
Well, thanks for bringing that up.
I did it on purpose.
You can hear more about my life and becoming the Chalk Girl. I did 3 podcasts in the last week that I will be making a page for on my website. And you can go listen to them. They were all with really cool people. And I hope you guys enjoyed them as much as I had fun making them.
That is so fascinating.
It was super cool.
Super
cool.
great. Totally random impromptu question.
Thank you. A good interviewer will lead slightly, but only to promote the subject. Thank you.
You're welcome.
That said, if you want me to interview you, please, no, I'm kidding.
No, you're not.
I mean,
You'd want to interview people.
70-30. I would love to interview.
70-30 in favor.
70-30 joking.
Ah.
But, now question for you, Chalk Girl.
Yeah.
If you were to pick between Falcon Winter Soldier or WandaVision, which should you prefer?
Probably WandaVision.
I agree.
Only because
Pito does not, but
only because Captain America is like one of my favorite characters, and like it was all about him, but he wasn't in it.
Mhm.
And granted, like the guys that are taking up the mantle are great. Spoilers, wee woo.
Also, did they imply that he died in Falcon and Winter Soldier?
A little bit.
Kind of, they implied that he died.
Yeah.
Well,
Yeah.
and
A
I mean,
little
whether
bit.
or not he's dead, he's old. He's not himself. Like
He's
he's
out
not.
of the
He is
picture.
not.
He's
you
out
know,
of the picture.
Out
He
of
is
the
no
picture.
longer going to be the Captain America anymore. And he, did declare that in Endgame that he's like, I'm done.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's all right. It's a good answer, I suppose.
You'll accept it for now.
Well, I also just thought at the end of Falcon Winter Soldier, it just got a little ham-fisted in politics, and that's not why I come to a Marvel
That's true.
movie. Sometimes I want to forget all of these things,
Yeah.
and I think it just got, and I mean ham-fisted like, you know, like
I-
Easter dinner was stuck on a hand. You know, that's what I. Thank you.
Yuck.
Yeah, really.
I will be here all week. Thank you.
I didn't know about Wanda having children, so that was like a weird surprise to me, I guess. And I
can see that.
don't know if I was like ready for that or not. It like obviously the whole show moved very fast, but it also moved very slow, like at the same time.
Mm-hmm.
But I did like it. I liked it a lot. I think Elizabeth Olsen is great.
Yes.
I think so too.
I think she's fabulous. I think they covered from a mental health standpoint. I think it was really great.
Yeah.
Covering like grief and loss and all that jazz.
Yeah.
I really liked that.
Yeah.
I mean, I liked Falcon Winter Soldier a lot. I
Just
did.
not enough.
Not
Well-
enough. It's a close tie though. Like it's a
Alright,
close.
I'll take it.
I mean, Baron Zemo made the whole thing for me. So,
Well, yet again, a bad guy makes the series for.
what does that say about me? Oh my god.
You like bad guys?
You're the bad guy.
I'm a.
Now we had Jason Artman basically cover this, but Linda Garcia asked, "What's your website?" once again, and I figure
Heck
we can ask
yeah.
again. That way, all viewers can know, just in case.
My website is adventuresofchalkgirl.com. That page for the podcast is not up yet, though. It will be soon.
And thank you, Jason, for posting that in the chat as well.
Thank you.
Love it.
Everyone, go check out Jason's stuff. They have an incredible. It's So Quiltable is their business. They take my art and they put it on quilts. It's so cool.
It's kind of amazing. I'm not gonna lie.
It's
Do it.
so amazing.
So it's so quiltable.
Whoa!
Product.
He said the thing. Roll the credits.
Roll the credits. Roll the credits, Johnny.
Johnny, the credits.
Johnny.
Don't know why, but I do love shows and movies that say the title in the movie.
Me too.
That's how you know you had a good movie title. Is that it came up at some point in the movie.
Yeah.
Yeah.
My brother has a film textbook, and it says the person who wrote it said that in their opinion, the best movie title of all time was Legally Blonde, because once you hear the title Legally Blonde, you know exactly what the movie's about.
It's pretty great.
I mean,
I was like interesting for like best title choice, but
Yeah.
you know,
like
I
how
guess
does Jaws not cover that, or like, you
I
know?
don't know. That's what he said. It was a creative pun on Legally
Now
Blind.
that's the thing. Legally Blonde is also a
You know,
pun,
it pretty much
Oh.
sums up the whole movie.
and she is. I mean, she is blonde,
Yeah.
but then it's
Legally.
also. But then they get the legal aspect. It's very clever.
Yeah.
The Wolf of Chicago. Hello, the Wolf.
Hi, Nick.
He says, "Hey, quick check-in. Currently on a flight to Detroit.
Whoa!
How's the Captain Jack Sparrow drawing coming along? Looking forward to seeing the finished product."
Yeah, me too.
Oh, it looks great.
And Mr. Wolf, I think we would love to know, what brings you to Detroit?
Yeah, what's going on? I hope it's work. I hope we got some work. That'd be
We hope you're working.
That'd be cool.
Working hard, hardly working.
Yeah.
That's why I had to contribute to
His
that.
lines in his head look like a basketball. That's not what I'm going for. But
But no, it looks incredible.
Basketball Jones. That's all we can sing.
That's all we got. It's what's incredible to me, Chalk Girl, is just the amount of depth that you get in such a short time.
thanks.
As a novice, that blows me away. So,
Well, thanks.
you know, sometimes it's important to get an outsider's opinion. So there.
Sometimes it's important to get an insider's opinion too.
Also, you,
If you want to.
Chalk Girl, you are 43 minutes in.
Thanks, 43.
You're welcome, 43.
told somebody that used to work at the park, he's like, how do you even do it? And I put A where A goes, and I put B where B goes. And he's like, no, I don't understand. I was like, well, I look at the picture. If red goes somewhere, I put red where it needs to go. So it's not me. I'm not making these decisions. Somebody else did. I
think we could all applaud the Chalk Girl and her absolute modesty. That's
No.
Doing it.
The Wolf of Chicago says, I love seeing your artwork no matter what the theme of the day is. You're so inspiring and so motivational. Your work fuels my passion of the arts, and for that, I'm forever grateful. And then a little wolf emoticon.
Oh.
Boom.
Thanks, Nick.
What a nice guy.
I appreciate that so much. So much.
Chalking agrees.
What?
Chalking agrees.
Chalking agrees.
Chalk gang agrees.
Chalking.
Get out of here.
Get out of here with that.
With your nonsense.
You guys doing okay back there?
Oh yeah.
Not since 2004, but we're fine.
2004.
Yeah.
What an odd year.
It's been a long time.
It's been 16 years since I've been doing okay.
Yeah.
Now we have a good time.
Oh, wow, actually. Choco, quick color question. What color would you call that right now?
Teal.
Teal. You'd call that teal.
I would, but I know that people would disagree with me. That's the closest thing to teal in my box.
I
I'm gonna
understand.
tell you what. I'm gonna take your word for it, as someone who don't know them colors so good.
What color is it to you?
Yep.
Yeah.
It looks like I see the blue,
The blue.
in the teal.
I was just curious.
That's about all you get from me.
Ooh, actually, can I ask a colorblind question?
Yes.
So look at the helmet right now, right? There are
Yes.
two different distinct colors in
Yes.
there, yes?
Yes.
Where?
In the center?
Like here?
Yeah, like there and then there, yeah.
Okay.
Pito, does that look exceedingly different or is it kind of the same?
Well, the teal looks like blue,
Okay.
and the stuff on the top of the head
Like
just kind of
gray?
looks like black and gray to me.
Okay, cool. Very interesting.
I find that so fascinating of like
I know. See,
how
that's
your,
the
well,
thing.
but how your brain filters out.
Mhm.
Like people call it colorblindness, but like it's literally filtering out certain colors, and like that would actually be really helpful. No joke, because there are some times where you need to know like gray tones can be warm or can be cold, and so like you can probably see the yellow or the blue, and like I think that's fascinating.
I agree. That's the thing.
Well,
Choco, we're very similar.
Happy to help, but if you need me to identify various different colors of green and or red, yanyo.
Also, we have a comment. It says, love the energy tonight.
Oh,
So,
thanks.
there we go.
Whoop, whoop.
Whoop, whoop.
Whoop,
Whoop, whoop.
Said the bass.
Said the bass. Someone tell my music director I'm a bass, please. Thank you.
Is he making you do like baritone stuff?
Like tenor stuff.
Oh my god.
Yeah, at like 9 in the morning, and I'm like, please stop.
So you just gotta do the kid from Prince of Egypt. Do that.
That falsetto.
Yeah,
Just throw it way up there.
Also, pretty sure that was a girl, right? Or no?
I think it's a little boy.
Is it?
It's a child, alright?
It's a child.
It could be whoever hits the notes. How about that?
Thank you. Thank you.
You're
He's
welcome.
available for work.
I'm
everyone.
available for work, guys. Hire me.
He's singing tenor parts now.
I'll be
so-
singing tenor parts and counter tenor parts.
What is countertenor?
Countertenor is a man
Manfrano.
who sings primarily in their falsetto.
Okay.
That's a countertenor.
Manfrano.
Manfrano.
Thank you. That explains it. It do.
Yeah.
Favorite vision moment out of movies or show?
Ooh.
Uh,
I got mine. You go first. I got mine.
Oh gosh, I don't have mine yet. So you go.
All right. I mean, Paul Bettany is great. The minute that they had him like physically come into the MCU and not just be Jarvis, but get to be Vision, I was super excited. the part that, I mean, like, everything that he's done is great, but the part that will always give me chills, and I will always remember how I felt in the moment that it happened, is when he handed Mjolnir to Thor.
Right? So good.
It's like, everything he does was great, but the moment that he picked it up and handed it to him, I was like, all right, I'm good. That one right there, that wins.
So casual.
Yeah. I mean, anytime anyone other than Thor has picked up Mjolnir, I freak out a little bit.
I love that.
Yeah.
I think I read the story right where they said that they literally, like, he thought he was fired from the MCU because there were no more movies with Jarvis.
Yeah.
And then they had called him later and they're like, you want to be Vision? And he's like, oh yeah, sure. He's like, I was literally on the curb of, like, the parking lot or whatever, just sitting there like, this is over. And then they called him.
Yes.
Good for him. That's wonderful.
Yeah.
Also, Mia Artman says, I am enjoying the music terms. Makes me happy.
Oh.
Yeah.
There you go,
I
Mia.
believe that she is they are a flautist.
Ooh.
Oh.
They are.
Very nice.
I believe. I could be wrong. But there's a picture of a beautiful flute as their profile picture. So,
Gotcha.
Wonderful.
yeah.
Ringmaster, what's your favorite Vision moment?
Okay, my favorite Vision moment is probably in WandaVision when he's fighting the White Vision and they're phasing through each other and then, like, locking each other in place with the phasing. I thought that was a very unique combat style.
Yeah.
And that's, you know, anytime there's a character with powers that are supernatural, be it, you know, magic or science, anything above the norm, I love to see them used interestingly and creatively, and I thought that was both of those things.
Yes.
And I thought it just looked visually stunning. So, and even though it was a little CGI heavy, I thought it was great.
Oh,
It's
hello,
the penguin!
I would also like to second that immediately after having all that epic fighting, they go into have a philosophical debate with each other,
Yeah.
and if that's not the most Vision way to fight someone, I don't know what it is.
Yeah.
So amazing.
I do love it. Love
So
it a lot.
since I missed everything, start over from the beginning.
Also,
So-
Mia Artman also says, yep, majoring in music education.
Oh, wonderful.
Heck yeah. Penguin, what's your favorite Vision moment?
Out of all of it?
Yes.
All Vision,
All Visions.
show or movie.
I don't know.
Why is it also when he picked up Mjolnir?
And don't forget to comment Avengers.
Yeah.
It would either be when that fight with the White Vision, when they're contemplating if, like, which one of them is real or not,
Yeah.
or when he's fighting Ultron and then he contemplates, like, why he's even doing what he's doing.
Yes.
Good stuff.
Meg the Amazing says, hello.
Hi.
And then Jay Nakins? I'm sorry, Jay, if I got that wrong.
Janekins.
Janekins?
Hi. Yeah.
All right. Janekins says, hey, Beth, love you and miss you.
I love you and miss you too.
And then Janekins says, it's looking amazing. And Meg the Amazing says, Avengers. Thank you, Meg the Amazing.
Yeah, everyone comment with the word Avengers if you want to win some free comic books and the Chalk Girl print. Hey, Janekins, I miss you.
Over on the Facebook side of things, we had Jason Artman said the exchange battle between Wanda's Vision and White Vision was my favorite. And we had Linda Garcia ask, Beth, would you ever draw a DC comic superhero? For instance, like Aquaman, Jason Momoa.
Miss Linda, if you are specifically looking for that, I will make sure to add it to the list just for you. But I mean, I choose Marvel over DC any day. But yeah, I would draw Aquaman. I would draw Aquaman.
Here you go. So get ready. Aquaman's on his way.
Well, maybe like
Eventually.
2022.
Yeah. We're going to put him on the schedule right over there.
Yeah, I have a plan for 2021. I need to stick.
Yeah.
I do. That's great.
Hey, if you're enjoying this live chalk drawing, please comment Avengers in the comments and be entered in a lovely raffle.
Yeah.
do it, or
Yeah,
I'm gonna
yeah.
win it.
Yeah, Peyton has won. Sorry, I mean Peyton. Pink Tink has won.
Pink Tink.
It's all good.
One of them already. So
And I'll do it
if you
again,
guys
and I'll do it
want
again.
to win, comment. Do it.
But we hope you're having fun watching this live drawing. I know I am.
Oh, thanks, Ringmaster.
You're welcome.
He said menacingly.
You're welcome. I am kind of a menacing guy.
No objection.
Except for like in real life. Like
Only over the internet.
only over the internet am I menacing.
You can certainly act the part.
Thank
like,
you.
But not video chat.
Not video chat. Well, if I had like the right makeup
And the right lighting.
and the right lighting,
Like
Yeah.
off.
like under,
Yeah.
just in the
Just
mouth.
flashlight underneath.
Yeah.
Underneath the chin.
But not even a good flashlight.
We have a
Oh,
question
yeah.
here from
Super
Sydney
dollar
H16.
store.
Sydney
Yeah.
says, "What is your favorite drawing that you have done,
Why?
the,
and why?"
I love my Hamilton drawing that I've done. I also love the picture that I did of the Mighty Nine from Critical Role.
Yeah.
Those are my faves. That will probably not change for a while. But it's because I like them. They're good. They turned out good.
I mean, they
Some
did.
of my pictures don't turn out very well.
Don't know which
So
I
we,
also don't know what you're talking about.
we're gonna wrap it up. Thank you for joining and asking questions and commenting. Don't forget that if you want to win some really cool comic books plus one of my pictures, comment the word Avengers in the comments. Cool.
Do it.
Friends that are on Facebook and Twitch and YouTube, hang out for a couple more minutes. You can see our friends in our small business community. We have some ads for them. Also, for anyone that's interested in listening to those podcasts, I'm going to try to have that page up on my website. My website is adventuresofchalkgirl.com, so you'll be able to find those there as soon as I get them up there.
Yay!
Yeah, no promises, but yep. Next week we will be back on Wednesday. This was just a kind of a weird fluky week. So next week, Wednesday, 6 p.m. I believe it's a Black Widow day.
Ooh.
Oh.
Be there or be square.
Yeah. So yeah, if you like Black Widow, come hang out with us and
Scarjo.
yeah.
Scarjo. But if you're Pink Tink, it's Grey Joe. Go
Anyways, thank you, friends. As
That
usual,
was mean.
check out my social media. I'm on YouTube and Twitch and Facebook and Instagram and TikTok and all those wonderful places under the name The Chalk Girl. Tell your friends, tell your fam. Let's get that follower count up. And I also have a store on Etsy, so go check out The Chalk Girl on Etsy. You guys are great. I appreciate your patience as I was doing stuff earlier. But yeah, come say hi next week. Bye!
Woo!
Woot, woot, woot. Woot, 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 woot. Let's see if anyone commented with Avengers on TikTok. I don't think so. That's kind of sad, but that's okay.